Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a historical rules event for you. Our first round is going to be the Hagerstown Turnpike, followed up by the Miller's Cornfield. Before we get into this, thank you to our YouTube members for the support. If you'd like the support, go beneath the video and hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Our regiments for today: on the CSA side, you got the 11th Mississippi, Texas Guards, 6th New York, 20th Georgia, 2 Corps, Jenkins Brigade, 36th New York, 51st New York, 17th Michigan, and the 1st United States Sharpshooters. Whereas on the Union side, you have the Army of Northern Virginia, Hampton's Legion, 88th New York, 2nd United States Cavalry, 1st Kentucky, 14th Louisiana, 13th Georgia, Hood's Division, and the Stonewall Brigade. Server pop as of right now, it's currently 270. In balance is 4 towards the Union side. Artillery wise, Union has 4. CSA has 8. So there's an infantry imbalance of about 9 in Union's favor right now. No frontline reporters today as my Wi-Fi is a little bit iffy. I'm going to be trying to set up Ethernet between this weekend and next weekend. We'll see if that works. If not, we'll figure something out. But that's why we don't have frontline reporters. But co-commentating with me today, we have Cloud. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm back again. It's Cloud from A&V, and First Al, their cavalry unit, and I'm also an admin in the HRE event.
Did you guys just make that cav unit? Or...
No, they've been around since I joined.
Huh. Because when it was HRE last week, I think it was, when you guys were cav on Nico, and Killer was like, maybe I should start a cav reg or something like that, if I remember it.
Yeah, no, he was just pretty, because the main body of A&V is 10th Alabama, and then we also have 6L, who,
Right.
I mean, you guys will see in the event, and then we have 24th Georgia, which is a bunch of veteran players that they just kind of, we give them volunteer ranks because they just kind of come when they want. But they're all guys who've played the game for years. And then we have the cav unit, which is First Cell.
So just probably becoming a majority cav unit. That would make
Yeah. That's what he was talking about. Yeah, well, I mean, if you guys seen what happened with the pistols and sharks on last week's Nico, yeah, you probably understand why.
Yeah. So this is the Hagerstown Turnpike historical rules event in general. We'll see this next round too, but they start at 42. You cannot sprint and have bayonets until the 30-minute mark. Hagerstown Turnpike, though, it's a 24% ticket advantage to the Union side. Weapons on each side. The Union has the 14th Brooklyn with the Enfield, and they also have the 6th Wisconsin with the Lorenz and the Springfield 61. Whereas the CSA defense, they have the 9th Louisiana with the option of the Springfield 55 and the 42. So they've got buck and ball, and then they also have the 1st Louisiana Zouaves with the option of the Mississippi and the Springfield 42, so buck and ball as well. Anyways, in your opinion, Cloud, how does each side play Hagerstown?
Normally, from a CSA perspective, you're gonna want to just hang back, put some distance between you and the Union, and use that wood line that's off to the CSA left, Union right. Just kind of use the terrain to your advantage and force the Union out so your artillery battery can do some damage. And then from Union, they usually just try to take that hill, and they go out far left into that field and pretty much just shoot into the sides of CSA, whether it be their artillery or whatever infantry is kind of there defending the point.
Yeah, it's been a little fascinating that CSA, at least as of this round, is not even trying to aggressively hold, and Union smartly just pushing forward. If CSA is not going to try to hold it, they're going to push up, maybe get in some defilade, some rocks or bushes, and then get some nice close shootouts at the CSA, which is good. I mentioned this to Cloud before as well, but as Cloud mentioned, this is the traditional Union approach. We're going up this right side, taking the hill, and then pushing forward from there, and then having guys on the far left shoot. But there's this wide open field, and sometimes you'll see Union make a line from the north side to the south side of the map, just form a big line and get into a shootout with the CSA, and with the point being kind of in the center open area here, Union can just walk up, cap it, force CSA out into an engagement, and slowly bring CSA down that way. But normally it can get iffy on the point for Union because that point is in the wide open, and if Union ever does try to take it, You got Artie Fire on you. CSA is Buck and Ball, which I don't know how much Buck and Ball the CSA is taking with the recent update, especially with how wide open this map is.
Yeah, I don't think this would be a great buck and ball map unless you were going to be that unit that's playing in that wood line where the Union could get close to you. Because, I mean, as you can see now, all the CSA groups are, you know, out in the field, which, I mean, that just negates the use of buck and ball. Nobody's going to be that close to you.
Yeah, and all the first Louisiana Zoo guys that are by me, they all got Mississippi, so...
Yeah, that would make total sense. I'm honestly surprised there's no CSA in the actual woods. With the way the lighting is on this map, I mean, you can just see like the shadows and everything. That wood line is basically like pitch black to anybody that's playing Union. You can't really see anything other than muzzle flashes when they're in there.
I mean, yeah, even looking at the Union who's out in the open in the shade, you can barely see them.
Yeah.
You see the smoke, but...
I don't know if this might be the default time for the map. I could be wrong though.
I think it is. I think the early rotation maps are really more like Booker's Push, this map, Miller's Cornfield, which is what we'll see next.
Reload.
So, tickets
Yeah.
are slightly in Union's favor, not by a whole lot. I guess that's what you would normally expect on a longest shootout. But it's what is this the second time HRE's been played since the update, or is that the third? I don't know. Because there was Dunker and Roulette.
Yeah, we played. So this would be the third event. Yeah, because we did the Dunker Roulette, and then we did Nico and what was the second round last week? Oh, Eastwoods. Yeah, we did Nico and Eastwoods last week. Yeah, so this is the third week with the update.
We might actually see a sit and shoot for the first time since that update. At least I remember a fair amount of charging on Nico and Eastwoods as well.
Yeah, this
Kinda
is
have to.
yeah, this is one of the maps that you really don't have to charge as much. Even before the update, you could definitely, you know, shoot quite a bit. You were just gonna have to cap the point, you know, at some time to freeze the timer. But I mean, this map always ends with a big melee on point right there in the little turnpike.
I'm intrigued to see if the Union's gonna play a little more aggressively once we get bayonets and sprinting, which... Look at this. I mean, A and V's on the Union side, one Mississippi's on CSA side, so might see some action there. Those are just the two most aggressive groups in this event.
Yep.
Yeah,
Union's playing pretty aggressive. They're, I mean, they're not even really up on the hill anymore. They're all they've moved to the base of it, other than the artillery.
And I like it a lot. If CSA is going to try to sit back, avoid taking losses, kill that time, and Union's just like, nope, we're going to keep pushing forward. And CSA can't retreat much further unless they want to go behind their spawn.
Yeah, it looks like we have, looks like Eddie's rotating his guys back around, maybe going... I have a feeling they're probably going to go up to that road area where the fence line is. If I know Eddie.
Where's second US Cav at? Oh, okay.
They're rotating. Yeah, they're rotating back towards the spawn.
Looking at CSA for a hot second, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it looks like Potato from 13th has his guys skirming against who is this? Edgar and Second Corps. Oh, Carlson in First US is helping them out as well.
Well, at least I think a good part for Union Arty is they probably won't receive as much fire from CSA infantry as they normally would, since Union's pushed up so far.
You know, I think this is about as close as I've ever seen to like a legit line battle on this map. I've never seen it played like this.
And no, yeah, as you said, Union or CSA usually has somebody in the wood line, and Union never really tries to push the pace here. Granted, there are usually some CSA nearby in the woods, which would really kind of prevent Union from pushing forward. I mean, if CSA has one group in the woods with buck and ball, who's this here? 88th New York, 1st Kentucky. They can't stand so close in the. They can't stand there right next to the tree line, because if CSA
yeah,
gets out of the woods with
yeah.
buck and ball, it's over.
There we go.
I almost wonder if it's a mistake from CSA to not do that. Sure, that group might take a couple more casualties.
They're still up on the left.
I don't know if CSA
Well,
is trying to play for time or tickets.
I'll tell you, when I play as CSA, I like to go play on this side in the woods because there's a set of rocks. Let's see, what direction is it? It's just like west northwest of where those Union guys are, and you can. It's out of bounds, so Union doesn't try to charge you, and they can't see you if you're just crouched behind the rocks. So you just become an absolute nuisance for the entire round.
Yeah, I can imagine that. They can't probably see you either. So tickets overall are still fairly even, which is good for the attackers. Defenders want to try to get a little bit of a ticket lead by the end, but Union is capping, which I don't mind this at all. It's not that Union would know per se, but I don't think CSA is taking buck and ball. And so the Union might be able to contest this point a lot better. Six Arkansas and 20th Georgia are moving out, and they're hopping over the caissons to instead of walking around. But no, I reckon. I mean, Union might be waiting for engaged, or maybe that was an accident. I don't know. But if CSA is not taking buck and ball, Union can fare a lot better on that point if it comes to a close engagement in the open field. Obviously, both sides are going to kind of be shredded because of the accuracy, but buck and ball versus a normal weapon at close range, buck and ball still king. So
I need to go back to my regiment. Oh, okay.
Yeah. If there's anybody that's been a buck and ball denier, go try to play against the unit in close quarters and see what happens. Just because those rifles are more accurate isn't gonna negate the fact that you're getting hit with, was it 3 or 4 pellets?
something like that.
Or round ball and like 3 pellets or 2 pellets. I mean, yeah, you give enough people a shotgun, and you run into them, with under, 30 yards, 35 yards now.
You see the flag too. There's a flag right there, boys.
Probably won't end too well.
Indeed. So Union's falling back. CSA kind of on the edge of the point to make sure Union can't cap it and stop that timer. Which, as of right now, Union's a little slow in their attack, but again, right, no sprinting and no bayonets until the 30-minute mark, which is now passed.
Never mind.
So we might see Union play a little more aggressive. I wouldn't be surprised if they just sat back and kept doing this. I don't know if they can win though on time just by doing this.
No, yeah, I think shooting probably wouldn't be the answer, but I mean,
I almost wish Union would have capped there.
yeah, it probably wouldn't have been a bad play. They may be trying to wait till they get in a gauge so it shortens the gold timer.
I mean, does Union think they could hold the point if they cap it?
I don't know.
Because that's the only reason why you would wait until they hit engaged.
Yeah, that is a good point.
If they press on us, we're going to get the better shots on them. If they come to us, it's going to be a lot easier anyway.
Yeah, it looks like most of the CSA is pulled off on that right side that was over there. They've kind of hunkered down in the middle near the caissons.
Makes sense. I mean, you only got, what, 6 LA guys shooting off against a couple of 13th Georgia guys.
Cannon you just fired.
Oh, good shot by CSA already.
I missed it. So CSA does hit engaged. Union pushing up kind of this right side for Union. Running up that definitely to get a couple shots.
Run away.
CSA smartly, I think, just waiting for him. CSA's again just trying to hide as much as possible.
Oh, the 6 L's just full sending it.
Well, I don't know if this will. I mean, is anyone else coming with them? No.
I don't know.
Please don't stand in front of our lines, please, Hey, SP, don't run in front of the fire.
Take your time, take your time.
Yeah, I don't know why nobody else went with them.
Was the CSA officer just team killed?
Oh, smart.
I think Flores was just team killed.
That was so cool.
Yeah, that was interesting. Union does hit engaged as well.
Just give me a time, whenever you want to go.
I don't know if they were trying to bait their shots or they thought their friendlies would move in with them if they charge. I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, at this point, you can't really sit and shoot for much longer before you run out of time. At least, you got to get their tickets down. You won't have enough time.
Crouch and
Black down.
F on that
Lost the colors.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a bit. I don't think charging. I mean, okay, well, their whole team is in a line. Both teams are literally just in a big line across the map. Okay, that's. I mean, it's interesting.
Who would have thought we would have seen big lines in the historical rules event? I didn't think that.
Oh, here they come.
Is that just A and B? Yeah, I think.
That is terrible idea.
I think 88th is moving in with them as well. CSA counter charging off to the side. Union flag doesn't even go in.
We're not charging.
I think Union's just trying to find ways to bring their tickets down, which I get why you want to charge there, but if you want to force an engagement, cap the point and force the CSA to charge you. Here comes more Union.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe they can't see the amount of people that are behind that hill, but
Where else are
trying
the
to
CSA gonna
charge
be?
their full line is insane.
Tickets are now in CSA's favor. CSA might, and Union's just trickling up too. CSA might just keep pushing and try to throw Union off completely.
This late charge by First Kentucky NHL was
Now second US
a
Cav
horrible
is pushing
idea.
up. CSA's playing a little aggressive here. I mean, this will bring everyone's tickets down, which is good for the attacking side. And actually, tickets are still somehow fairly even.
Yeah, good on second USC for not charging in and actually just stopping.
Yeah, they've got some good shots there. Union didn't lose any flags, but actually, CSA slightly up on tickets, so.
I'm going for it. 3-4 to my right.
And Union's going to cap the point here. I think they should cap it. I mean, they're down a little on tickets, so it's not like CSA will gain any. And you need to give yourself more time if you want to sit and shoot. Or you could just keep doing the charges like you did, which somehow didn't result in Union being down a lot of tickets. But Union pull off.
There you go.
We are not capping.
We're not capping. I'm not. Artillery's got a fucking hold on this area, boy.
I thought we were capping point. What the fuck?
Killer sounds confused. He thought they were capping.
Do we retreat, sir?
But yeah, I mean, you can kind of see, at least with the past couple of minutes, how it could be really difficult for Union to charge deep into the CSA lines because they got Artie there. CSA infantry has great defilades and the cover of the artillery with their like caissons and stuff as well. So capping the point from where they're at's a good idea. Pushing out into the open field, although you're going to get shot to crap. Honestly, now that I think about it, right, going out into the open field, forwarding north to south, and then running out to cap point and then run back on a big line in open field. Now that accuracy is really good. I don't know how good that is now that I think about it. I feel like CSA might just shred you in the open field. I don't know.
No, I have no idea what the fuck's going on. Everyone's fucking everywhere.
Because if Union's in the open field like that, in the past, CSA shots would have been somewhat inaccurate, and Union could actually hold a line out there. I don't know if they can now.
Is anyone in Wisconsin?
Yeah, it's. I mean, you can just tell. I mean, the ballistic update is played pretty much into the defenders' favors. Majority of the maps just by design. Because you don't have a ton of cover to attack from as a, you know, as the attacking team.
Aim low, guys, aim low.
The wild part about the update is that when you think about it, that update was nothing in terms of like content or anything, but the minimal change that they had with the accuracy is so impactful. It's a big deal. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks like they've completely just discombobulated Union to the point that they're having to scramble and get regrouped all over the field.
Yeah, at least I heard one or two Union officers saying like, "What the heck is going on? What are we doing?"
Ooh, we got some harassing done there, Eddie, on the left side.
Yeah, you were giving them hell, man.
13, free-form line facing one tick right southwest.
Man, I gotta say, I fucking
Form line.
don't get my teeth.
Battle line right on me again.
Battle line right. Move up. Battle line right.
And
Move up.
with the gun change being, or the accuracy change as well, and with like CSA having options between rifles, Mississippi's, or buck-and-ball, I think officers got to be looking through those binos to see what weapons their opponent are using and then react based on that as well, since that's going to matter a lot more.
Yeah, definitely so.
I mean, you could tell the Mississippi apart from other weapons at a distance. Potentially. Rifles on the 42, that might be a little more difficult.
Fall back, reload.
About face, 13.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Union decides to do here. They're down on tickets.
I am now the color guard.
Do they even have anybody playing artillery?
I had 4
Never be sorry for shooting.
at the beginning. I don't know where that gun is that was on top of the hill.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
Where'd it go?
It's on the left side of the hill, or Union left side of the hill.
Playing hide and go seek with us. Okay. $20 left. I mean, I don't know. Attackers still kind of have to pick up that pace a little bit with a ticket loss. I'm surprised
Yeah.
they're not camping.
Yeah, I don't understand why they didn't in the beginning.
There's been 2 instances where they almost fully capped and then fell off.
6 New York, keep firing, boys. Pick your targets.
You're gonna game low, you're gonna be crushing the grass, boys.
Yeah, I mean, good job on these CSA guys, though. They're standing strong the whole time behind that defilade fighting.
Cut the grass and feed it to the vegans, boys. Keep doing.
The hell's a vegan?
I think it's been 11th TG and 6 New York, mainly.
God damn it! You're not dead yet.
We have issues knowing left and right because you're on the left. Okay, he died. Never mind.
Second. We're gonna try to take that left again.
So, Union is about to drop into taking losses. CSA is going to follow shortly. This is, so I was taking some screenshots and I posted them to some friends, and someone was like, "Why do you have all your settings on low?" And I'm like, "No, I don't." And I looked and I did. I've had bodies turned on since then. Holy cow! I've never realized. Like watching Burnsides last night. Seeing the amount of bodies at the end of the bridge.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
Nail down when you got your kit.
Mostly overshooting, boys. Keep mowing the grass. Protect our allies with your bodies.
So Union
There's
goes
been some
down.
really good shots from CSA's artillery today.
My camera must be anti-artillery as well. I'm not seeing it. I guess I'm in the wrong area at the wrong time. And I gotta watch one of these shots at least.
Yeah, you have a ton of artillery fans, I'm sure.
I would expect the best hit shots in this event at least. I don't know how often they or how good they are in UEC, for example. I don't know how strict the rules are for like being in double ranks and stuff in that, but
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same as HRE. There's, I mean, they're different events, but they've got similar rule sets for the most part, with some, you know, minor differences. So yeah, it's UEC's an artilleryman's dream, because you'll see a lot of double rank and just a little bit slower movements, you know, trying to focus on organization and everything.
Je suis pas dessus, faudrait me décaler un peu sur la gauche.
Je te décale. Get the shell, Tony!
300, 350.
USA is definitely running out of time.
350, 400 dans ces zones-là, je pense. Vise bien le sol. Quitte à ça leur pète devant, on s'en fout.
Yeah, at the next to the
I'm so intent. I'm watching this already right now. I want to see when they hit. I gotta get one.
361.
Prochain tir à la case. Feu,
39.
t'es prêt.
Monster, you better hit this shot. Oh, it was short by like 15 feet.
No.
10, 15. That's unfortunate.
HL, pick up this flag.
All right, you got 6 Alabama pushing
Hold your shots,
close
HL.
to the
Hold your shots.
point.
Hold your shots.
Keep running, boys.
Oh yeah,
Looks like they-
Gamebot's gonna cap.
Keep on game ball.
Yeah, there they are.
Right here, kneel and then fire bills.
Why would you kneel there?
I mean,
Fire bill, kneel.
maybe they're trying to conceal themselves.
Maybe. I don't know. The tickets are gonna kill me.
Make sure it says capturing when you press T. Do not stand up for the love of God.
6 Alabama almost got
HL
wiped.
coming in.
Yep.
Yeah.
HL should finish that though. So Union's gonna
Yeah,
get-
if Union was smart, the play would be to cap, drag those units out from behind that defilade and into a, you know, point blank shootout or a big melee.
Capture this goddamn point.
But CSA just responded perfectly. 20th Georgia went out into the point on the road here, and they're getting beautiful shots into the Union guys on point.
They're just standing there taking it, boys. Give it to them.
I get Union wanting to cap. It's in the wide open, right? Union's not going to want to send a whole team in the center of an open area, so you get why you got to send a group there. And CSA responds perfectly. I wonder if Union's going to try to put more bodies to cap it and give themselves more time.
They are. Yeah.
Holy cow.
They're just funneling people in there to die at this point.
Man. Good job, CSA. That's real good.
Yep.
I mean, likewise, Union should be able to put good shots into 20th Georgia, who's out there, which they're slowly going down.
Yeah, I mean,
is pushing out now to the point.
Left face, stay came.
They're not on it.
Stay came.
if I was 13th and second, I would have moved up closer to those at that other set of rocks. You being back there near the spawn is not really doing a ton for Union at this point.
No.
Independent fire, direct southwest. Direct southwest.
I mean, hell, they could, you know, be at those rocks and charge that fence line, at least draw some sort of attention.
Oh, CSA getting a little risky here. West side, near the forest line. Who you got? 11 Mississippi pushing up. Trying to get some side shots in the Union.
To the mass, guys. Aim low. Aim low. Nice shot on that flag. Nice shot on that flag. Keep it up.
Keep shooting. Keep shooting.
Which, not looking good for Union. This is really not. I mean, because Union's going to charge out at some point to try to, whether it be early cap or cap it when CSA does hit breaking, and they're just going to get slaughtered in the open field.
Get the flag up. Get the flag up. You're independent fire, HL. Take cover.
Independent fire on enemy southwest.
Yeah, that ticket gap is about a little more than fourth of the stage. Almost at fourth of the stage. It's close.
Aim at the.
Dollars wage that you guys can't shoot that flag down.
I feel like my living streak's about up now.
I know this is very fortunate.
Shoot him in the dick. We're shooting down on him.
I've been alive without a hat for too long. I want my hat back.
Yeah, I mean, unless they cap the point, this is pretty much over for Union.
Which you do see 2nd U.S. Cav and 13 shifting over to the closer rocks to the CSA line, which CSA is not really paying too much attention to them.
Hey, Eddie, do you want some?
A lot of Unions actually falling back on the Union right. Oh, why is it? I was like, why did it get so dark out? And then the smoke is covering the sun. It's like, I thought this was supposed to be the morning time. Actually, looking at the sun, I realized that there's hills that go that high, that far away. What the heck? Just looking at the Mama farmhouse and seeing the hills in the distance, that's interesting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, those are huge in the background.
That's not real. Anyways, 2nd U.S. Cav has pushed out into the open. They're getting real close to the CSA, that being 1st U.S. Sharps, 14th and 6th LA. Engaging with the 13th, kind of pushed forward as well.
Keep shooting, boys. Shoot him in the back.
And they pull off. Looks like they were just going forward to get some shots.
Mistaking friendlies with enemies. I mean, enemies with friendlies.
I'm feeling the rear rank, Georgia.
It looks like Union's trying to get organized behind that hill.
Left side of this rock.
That'd be not a bad idea. Let's see.
Killer's pushing the road. Left.
You know, if it works,
Let's go support him. Support him.
which I wonder if that's what they're going to try to do. It looks like they may try to come up that, yeah, they're going to come up that fence line, and I think they're going to form a huge line on point.
The question is, can CSA put enough firepower to make him weak and hold it? We'll see.
Yeah, because this would be a good idea for Union, because the way they have 2nd and 13th out here supporting them in the field, because it'll pull a lot of shots off the main body. But it looks like they're going to stop short.
They might be waiting for their friendlies who are taking it a second to move up, getting over those fences. Oh, never mind. They're all stopping.
Why would you...
Maybe they thought they were too exposed on the right side, but this seems a little more exposed than they were a couple.
But you had... Why would they put... I mean, I'm not leading, but...
13th Georgia is getting wiped by Texas guards.
Stab and go. Stab and go.
Next.
Stab and go.
They might.
Okay, now Union's moving up to point. It just...
Maybe they're just trying to get organized before moving out.
I don't know.
Spread out.
And they just left one of their flags in the road.
And Union actually pushed out 6th Alabama to get the spot, which 20th Georgia was earlier to cap the point. So Union's going to be able to take this. The biggest thing with this, though, is that great, you're going to stop the black timer and give yourselves more time, but you got to get a ticket gain out of this, or else it's worthless, especially since you're almost down to half morale stage now.
2nd USC's charging out the back of the CSA.
Oh shit, I did not have a load.
Hey, good on them for that. Yeah, that was really good on them.
Union cap, 7-minute counterattack. Union can't start a hold this for 7 minutes.
This is not what CSA wanted.
CSA, if they wanted to, I would bet against this happening. Union's considered the defending team now. If Union was pushed in the last stand,
them.
Union's pushing the last stand and CSA retake, they can win the game. Which, I don't know if this is their intent or not.
Through the bushes.
One Union flags down with that charge from 11 Mississippi and 6 New York. Good job there as well. I think they got a second flag as well. 2 flags down. Union hits braking. 6 Alabama's turning off to assist their friendlies who... Man.
The Union's just gonna give up point, I guess.
And CSA are taking it back.
That's a mistake. No. That's a
Text,
mistake.
they're dead, they're dead, they're dead, they're dead.
Text, get him, Text! What are you doing? Get that flag!
Yep, good on CSA. That was a perfect counter by them.
Yep, they didn't wait. They just moved quickly. And they got it back. They didn't draw it out and lose a bunch of tickets in the process. About as perfect as it can get. So, black time will continue. It's, I mean, I don't know what the ticket gap is right now. It's maybe a third of a morale stage, maybe more than that right now, which maybe Union gained a little out of that, but still not a lot of time left. Granted, CSA is about to hit braking, and if Union capped at that point, they would win.
Face at the double quick. Go ahead and
face, double quick.
Also, to the right flank.
So that's 2 Union flags down. 1 is back at main. Last one is with 2nd U.S. Cav and 13th out from Union left.
And we're actually in a really good spot, Potato. I'd wait for them to reform and hold here. That's my opinion.
Alright.
Like JB is gonna charge out Union artillery.
Oh. I think Schumacher saw the Union guys and was like,
yeah.
Nope. Which it's good on their part. Which some of them might die, but at least it's better than all of them dying.
Bunch of cowards.
I don't think that counterattack was what Union wanted. In terms of tickets, in terms of time, that was great.
Oh, definitely not. Yeah.
Make them a bunch of daisies.
What do you even do if you're
It
Union?
just doesn't seem like there's a lot of communication by their team. Like they kind of got just different groups kind of doing their own thing and not working off of each other.
Definitely stays like that. Especially since the middle around, like you mentioned, where the whole Union team is just scrambling around trying to reposition themselves.
Left oblique, southwest.
Fire!
I mean, the round's not over, so we'll see what happens, but they definitely need to...
If I were Union, I feel like they should have coordinated this when they were all dead like a minute ago, but Union should group up and just charge point right now. CSA is going to hit braking any second. And this feels like your best shot to get it, because the moment you hit, or CSA it's braking, they're going to be like, okay, get near the point. But Union's too spread out to do that. They're not going to hit CSA in the last stand. I highly doubt that. Unless we have non-stop charging for the next 7 minutes, which could be possible, but unlikely.
It's close, getting close, boys. Got the flag. Hold that flag, boys. Yep. Keep flying, boys. We're getting shot. Actually, fuck it. Go to my face.
New enemy target. First of all,
Yeah, I think it...
Union's gathering.
Union's downfall... Yeah, I think their downfall kind of started with the just unorganized charging they did in the beginning. You had like what 2 different units singly charged the entire CSA team by themselves, and kind of just ended up exposing that Union flank.
Yep. When guys are dead, they're not communicating, and they're not communicating, things get confused, and things kind of change. And anyways, HL is starting, and HD are putting a couple of their guys on point. Actually, it's just HL. They went on the point, now they went off. Or they might be on point right now.
Fucking hell, dude!
I think Union should have all respawned in, got formed up, and then pushed straight onto the point.
Yeah, I don't know what...
Because that's the only time that you are for sure
all
knowing
together.
that you're all together. Yeah. Because now Union's all spread out, and good luck trying to figure out a plan. Anyways, you got more Union moving on the point. CSA kind of countering, moving their guys on the point.
JB is actually up there fighting Union artillery on the hill.
You don't cap the fire.
And the thing is, too, is where the Union's trying to cap from, they're a lot more clumped up than the CSA. There's a lot more area to cap from. And JB's going to win that. 2nd U.S. Cav and 13th are still kind of sitting on the distance shooting, although 13th is pushing forward, which I like that. This isn't going to work for Union, though.
Keep moving.
So, 2nd U.S. Cav pushing up as well. Nice shot from CSA Arty. Union down 2/3 of a morale stage now.
You died! No! You shall not pass!
Keep them busy, gentlemen. Keep
Yeah,
them
Reformez-vous à la barrière.
Unfortunate for the Union side.
Keep that flag down.
Because even now when Union's trying to take the point, because realistically, when there were 7-8 minutes left on the clock, trying to get CSA down a whole morale stage was not going to be easy, if not impossible for the Union. I mean, there's been very close fighting the past couple minutes, and CSA's barely been knocked down. Anyway, 6th Alabama pushing up. They're trying to get close shots, but the thing is, right, Union's really clumped up in this tiny area, where CSA's kind of spreading themselves out. Union needs to mimic that and spread out across the whole line on the point, not stay clumped up in the cover. You understand why they want to be in cover, but look at what artillery just did. And CSA all has to shoot at one tiny area and they're going to hit you. So it doesn't make sense to spread out, but this isn't working for Union. Union's about to the final push. That's not going to change. Okay, it did change the timer.
Get those colors.
Just get more people on
CSA is
point.
going to pull this
Get more
out.
people on point.
We can't. We lost this.
So, yeah, I mean, as Cloud mentioned earlier, it was the mistakes early on from Union. You had a group or two charge in on their own with no one else. They got wiped. That's certainly not going to help with the ticket lead, which Union was maybe a little down after that. I don't entirely remember. And then Union just looked confused after that point. You saw them moving completely around. You heard some leaders saying, I thought we were going to early cap point, which they should have done, because now Union was forced to make a bunch of kind of uncoordinated charges on the point spread out, and it's just kind of led to what we see now, where Union's just trickling in, trying to keep flags up. They're still clubbed. Like, look at CSA. Perfection from CSA. Not all of these guys are on point, but you don't need to, because most of the Union is dead or running in from their main spawn. And artillery is getting in front. Look at that fence, though.
Not me.
That's all I have to say. Get up, boys.
Move up. Make sure you're capped. Move up. We need to be on the cap circle, gentlemen.
And at this point, right, Union can't really form up and form a big line, because there's so little in numbers. CSA is going to try to countercharge and push Union off the point.
Hold on. Keep standing. Hold on. Don't break! Hands down! Hold on!
Alright, yeah. What an ending.
Union just looked like, I mean, Union had a good start, and then once everything kind of settled down, they just didn't know what to do. I mean, maybe Union was expecting CSA to push up more, but who knows? Cloud, do you have any thoughts for the round?
Good on CSA. They had, I mean, that's the first time I've seen it done. Just set up a solid defensive line like that. And it looks like it worked out. See if the Union can pick it up for the next round.
Yeah, we'll see. It just seemed like Union might not have been expecting the CSA to hold that far back, and then the moment they pushed up, they were like, well, what do we do at this point? And some people wanted early cap, some didn't, and then that just small groups charging, and it just causes for chaos and disorganization. So, yeah, Miller's Cornfield is next round. So, hopefully Union can figure out some organization and cohesion because they need that, especially on Miller's. Anyways, we'll see you for that shortly. 2,600 casualties. Miller's Cornfield, you love it or you hate it. There is no in between on this map. So it's a 13% advantage to the attacking side. Remember, no bayonets and sprinting until the 40-minute mark. Weapons on this side. Union has the 14th Brooklyn with the Enfield and the 6th Wisconsin with the Lorenz and the Springfield 61. Whereas I just thought everything froze up for a second because everyone wasn't moving. Anyways, CSA side, they got the Hamptons Legion with the Enfield and Springfield 61, and the 1st Texas with the 42. So they've got Buck and Ball. They have the Enfield and Springfield 55. So CSA is most likely going to use Buck and Ball on this map. And this is just a hard map to win. Cloud, you got any thoughts on the strategy?
Try not to get lost and kill as many people as you can.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But as Cloud was mentioning before this is that the problem for Union is they get spread out. CSC's got the Buck and Ball. CSC's going to hit Union from wherever, and so they can defeat him in detail relatively easy. So Union should, if possible, try to stay clumped up near the point. That makes sense. And not let the CSA take it and win on a ticket battle, which all that stuff is hard. But regardless, Union's not doing that right now. They're very spread out. Some are holding deep into the corn, like who do you got? 13th Georgia, 2nd U.S. Cav on the far Union right. Center holding back out of the cornfield. You got Midwest, HL, 1st Kentucky. Further on the left side, you got A&V and 88th New York tightly contesting the point, which this is what you'll normally see from CSA. You got 20th Georgia and some 6 Arkansas guys on point capping, and 6 Alabama is going to get into a close engagement with them. They'll prevent the cap, but normally this is what CSA does. They try to find Union in the corn. If they can engage with them and wipe them, that's great. If Union moves out of the corn, CSA just caps point, forces Union out into the cornfield, and then CSA will shred them from there. You rarely, if ever, see Union win this match.
6 Al and 20th, they're having a point-blank shootout. Like they're within spitting distance of each other.
Hey, you're missing your shot,
about face. About face.
I bet that corn, though, smoke blinds you, though. I bet you're shooting blind.
Mm-hmm.
Down my line, aim low.
Yeah, from my perspective, I was watching a lot of shots go over people's heads, which, you know, that all comes into the suppression and then, you know, just trying to shoot fast.
Alright, we're gonna stop with bullies now. Now we're gonna help the team.
So it looks like CSA and USA are kind of doing the same thing. They're just different groups. Oh, looks like...
Charges happening. 6 Alabama's going into 6 New York.
Shoot club.
And they, again, are in spitting distance.
Get in there,
And 36 New York and JB just charged 2nd USC in the back.
Yeah, it looks like CSA held. You got Union reinforcements pushing up. Union hold the center there, 6 New York. You got more CSA pushing up on top of the point. Meanwhile, Union have lost the flag on Union right, but the HL and 1st Kentucky reinforcements are shooting the CSA out of there. Which CSA is making a little mistake here. They have both their flags in the center of their blob, which is going to tell the Union where you're at. Those flags are going to be a big help for people on the ground in terms of seeing where your opponent is at.
Yeah, it looks like 11th MS just wiped 88th and the main body of A&V.
This is what I was expecting. Now, I wonder if 11 Mississippi is going to cap the point or not. They don't need to. It's I don't know. It's not good or it's not bad. You know, either option works for CSA, I think, on this map. So CSA left side fall back to reform. You got 6 LA guys pushing up, and you're gonna have more charging in the center here. I don't know if intentional or not.
Oh, at the ready.
Left.
Kill him, club him, shoot him, club.
Club.
Here comes 11 Mississippi.
Stand together. 2 for 1. Don't go out there on your own. Stand together.
Pick your targets. There's friendlies. Pick your targets wise, boys.
Oh, they will cap.
Break to the rear.
And so CSA, I mean, there's a couple 6 Alabama guys left in the center, but they'll get wiped. Might be able to pick up their down flags, but Cloud, in your opinion, what's worse to fight in, the Miller's Cornfield or like East or West Woods? Which of the two are worse?
I'll probably say Miller's, just because there's no variation to really what you're looking at, other than these kind of small gaps where the corn's trampled. At least in the woods, you can kind of tell where you are based on like there's a big log pile somewhere, where there's like a dirt road or something that's cutting through the woods, or you got different landmarks and stuff you can kind of like organize yourself off of. This is just like corn and more corn.
It'd be cool if you trampled corn based on where you walk.
I honestly, yeah, that would be a really cool feature. And then like I guess later in the round is you've got like more open fields just from all the movement and stuff. I'm sure it would be hard to put something like that in the game, but it'd make this map a lot more fun, and people would be willing to play it more.
I'd probably help the Union a considerable amount.
You're getting shift,
boy.
Because they can actually see where CSA
Yeah,
is more.
This is just one of those maps. It's not even really like competitive. It's CSA just kind of dominates it.
So, briefly, as mentioned a moment ago, AMV wiped TG. TG got a really good volley on a group, though I didn't see who that was. Meanwhile, on Union right, 13th Georgia's charging into the side of 6th New York.
I hate Miller's Cornfield.
Do you know what the rule is for bayonets and sprinting during taking losses, right? Or is it
Yes. What's the start of the gold timer? Is it 19 or 20?
Already it's 20.
Then yeah, it would have been the 10-minute mark on the gold timer.
So is it always just halfway through?
Yeah, whatever like the gold timer is, it'll just be the halfway point. Yeah, because I think if they're engaged, it's like 18 minutes, right?
12.
12? Damn. Where am I getting 18 from?
Taking losses is 7, but I would be surprised to see taking losses. Taking losses.
There's a good shootout over here on CSA left, Union right.
Pull the flag, pull it back. On the double. We can't sprint. Double quick. Move out.
Which Union has the numbers. What we got?
Oh, it looks like Toshiba. Oh my gosh, 14th LA and SB are right. Yeah, okay.
No, 14th is gone.
Yeah, I didn't even really get to call it out. They were gone before I even got the same moves.
Nice shots from Serpent's Brigade. Oh, charging center of the map. Union tried to push it up the CSA left. However, here comes 20th Georgia. Arena 4. 20th Georgia's a little outnumbered though.
Run him down. Ha! Taste my musket, boy.
Take my wood. Take my wood.
You know, surprisingly, the tickets are not that far from each other. I mean, CSA's up by a little bit. That's not terribly surprising, but usually Union's down by a lot. CSA, I think, has one flag down right now. A red South Carolina flag. Fascinating one. Meanwhile, on CSA left, you got Jenkins Brigade kind of going around. They're about to walk in the 2nd U.S. Cav. 2nd U.S. Cav does not see him.
Defend yourself to your right.
You got, yeah, 88 and A and V are pushing out finally. Looks like they're going to fight SB.
2nd U.S. Cav will hold in the end. And yep, there's that little Engagement there.
Getting closer. Oh.
Come on, independent. Get off.
So good. Hard right. Aim hard right.
It's kind of surprising to see CSA not just block up and just move around the cornfield like 5th Corps.
Guys, we should make a square for now.
The whole 5th Corps blob.
Yeah.
Form square, form square.
Home square for now, look outwards.
Yeah, there's not a lot of
Try to
can slow down that blob when it gets moving.
I know, that's the wild part about it. It's like the only way to beat it is just by avoiding it.
Yeah. Yeah, we've played with them for a while now in the NA events, and you've definitely got to figure out how to deal with it.
So, Dams 14 is trying to get out with that red South Carolina flag, but Sherman is catching up to him, sprinting to get him, which he will get him.
Enemy behind.
Oh no, where was this at?
Pick it up. Huh?
Someone was sprinting
To get the flag down.
Oh
He
no.
got it, but 6 New York showed up and they got the flag back up. So, anyways, looks like another CSA flag got down, but Jumbo just walked into the Union line and got it up and is now running out with it. It can definitely be difficult to not, at least for me for sure. Not used to hitting shift when trying to do other things. Is it no sprinting regardless of the situation?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. This map is just like, I don't know, it doesn't really seem like it plays like into the style of like what HRE does.
I would agree with this.
Here we go.
Bring high street back.
Yeah, bring high street.
Is there any other maps banned outside of High Street in this event?
I don't think we do river crossing.
There's your CSA attack map for next week.
Yeah, I think I want to say river crossing, Shenandoah, and High Street.
Hold back, let them go. Let them go, 6.
Just because you like have to charge non-stop on those maps.
Won't be surprised if downtown gets banned next, based on the list you had there. All of Harper's Ferry will be gone except for Boulevard Heights and Schoolhouse.
Is downtown? I was gonna say downtown might be out in it too. I'm not totally sure. I'd have to check the Discord.
When have we seen Maryland Heights? Is that? I haven't seen that in a long time.
I love Maryland Heights. I think it's a cool map.
I've grown to love it as time's gone. The last time I've seen it like once since the new year, and maybe even longer than that. I haven't seen it in a very, very long time. The one time I have seen it though was in pubs, and the Union pubs just sat and protested in their main spawn. They didn't even play it.
Yeah, I mean, it like if you get your flags lost or whatever, it becomes like Cooker's Push, where you spend more time walking to the battle than actual fighting.
Union's pushing center of the map on the CSA, trying to retake the point. Union does hit engage. Not that Union tickets really matter since they're down. They're going to go up to the CSA percentage in tickets when that does happen. So you got a direct push from Union on point. The first Union group got wiped. Midwest Brigade and 1st Kentucky are going in. You got some Union flanking behind the CSA, holding on point. If they were to collapse in, they could catch the CSA completely off guard. Oh, and there is some charging there. CSA hit engaged as well. That Union group I was talking about. Some are inching close to the point. Some are really going around for a point.
Yeah, get out of here. Hold it, guys. Hold it.
And that's just part of the not being able to communicate over like a Steam chat or text chat. Is that like Union can win on point right now if they all go in, but they're taking their time to maneuver, and it's giving CSA a little more time to get set up to push in to reinforce. Anyways, 11 Mississippi on point, charging out to A&B and 88. Mississippi's not going to win this, though. They're a little outnumbered.
Remember, boys, no sprinting. Just double click over right now.
Boy, you better put that goddamn gun down, boy.
Killer, get out of here, Killer. No one wants you here.
Look. Well, Mississippi's doing a little better than I thought they would. TG still up as well, but here comes 6 Alabama, HL, and 1st Kentucky for Union.
On the left. Shoot left and charge.
Push in. Kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all.
And now bayonets and sprinting are allowed now that we're past the 10-minute mark.
We don't have bales. We don't have bales yet.
We do.
Okay, get your bales.
Charging's a bit close. You have a couple periodic charges on point as well. 6 New York is kind of going in there. You got a huge CSA coming from the west side, 20th Georgia and 36 now sprinting up. You know, after seeing everyone double quick and quick time for the most of this match, like the past 20 minutes, seeing a sprint is
there's a flag
a
right
little
there.
weird. But they're charging in now.
Yeah.
They're going to get one Union
Oh, here
flag.
come. Yeah.
Presty.
Oh, they're gonna sweep Union right here. There's not near enough of them to hold.
If they can find them, which a couple CSA have.
It's time to get nibble, baby.
Dusk, go.
Hey. Come here, boy. There we go. There we go. Enemy flag.
Yeah,
Get that flag.
That's going to be 3 CSA Union flags down. Oopsie. One of the Union flags got picked up, though, and he's running it out. Cole there from HL. That's a nice pickup.
Rally back up, boys.
And CSA is going to be reforming on point with all their flags, and they've got a lot of guys trickling out from Maine. Huh. I knew CSA...
They start contrast from the first round.
Yeah. You know, I have never actually looked at the CSA RD position on this map. I've known it's there, but interesting.
Yeah, it's a ways back.
Union already should have nice shots right now. I feel like Union already can't see the CSA on point, but they know they're on point. If they
Make
fire,
sure
they
bayonets are down
should
at
at
all
least
times.
get close.
Bayonets down at all times. Let them smack into a stair wall.
Around.
But CSA hold that. 8 minutes left on the counterattack.
Pike formation, guys. Pike formation. At the ready.
Yeah, we might have a quick round here.
Take aim.
Do you know where anyone else is?
This isn't particularly surprising. I assume CSA is bucking ball as well. And it's just going to be difficult.
Yeah, I believe so.
Union's spreading out as well. Some CSA are pushing up to where Union's at. Like Union main spawn. TG's going up there.
We need to give that man a
I don't know if they're just trying to look through the corner to find Union or...
Alright, I guess you have to form square again.
Meanwhile, that Union group that went out first, they're charging into the side of the point, going in. Very spread out. A&V winning first, second US Cav is holding up behind. CSAC on the...
Press T! Hey, baby, you're not a friendly, you're dead, though. Yes, sir. There you go, press T! Press T!
It's hard enough to see what's going on watching this from above. Cannot imagine what it is down there. 15th Georgia for Union squeezing in here as well. It's close, but I think CSA is going to take it. Another Union flag down. One got picked up. Our 13th Georgia's line. Meanwhile, a little west of the point, you got some more charges happening here. 6 Alabama charging into 6 LA. Temporarily getting the flag down, but more CSA reinforcements.
The Union already just hit right in the middle of everybody. I don't know. I don't think it actually killed anybody though.
Bruh. So unfortunate.
I think it landed like right in between both lines, like Union and CSA.
So that's another thing too, is that ticket gap was a lot bigger than it was earlier in this counterattack, which for Union kind of doesn't really matter a whole lot since they're going to go up the CSA tickets if they retake it. But Union's strategy right now of going in as independent groups, that's not going to work. I mean, CSA is a little spread out, which might be to Union's advantage, but Union going in a group by group is not going to do anything.
Team low.
Quickly. Shoot.
Oh. And independent. State of smoke. Fire.
But oh my goodness, some CSA are charging into the Union that pushed out.
Oh my God, you're dead. You're all gonna die.
6 New York charging into a couple Union guys here, and that was a great wipe there from 6 New York.
It's like, yeah, it looks like 6 charged out 88th.
They killed their fellow
Two New York
volunteers.
buddies. Yeah. I'm sure there's gonna be some
They're
friendly
disbanding after
banter
this.
about that.
They're disbanding.
Yeah, it's like the same way whenever they 6 Al plays against us. We look for each other and try to give each other a hard time in the field.
Union's more charging on the east side of point. Jeez. I feel like I'm watching Conquest right now with the amount of stuff that's going on.
I know, yeah, you can literally just bounce it all over the map and see some sort of action.
HL wins that charge.
You got Eddie charging 20th Georgia.
On the other side, what
No,
the
that's
heck?
TG. Yeah. Oh, and 13th Georgia is helping them. But then you got JB following 13th Georgia in. Oh my gosh.
6 Alabama circling around all of that though.
Oh my gosh.
The thing is too, is Union's getting 6 Al then goes in from the rear side. They did all that. It's gonna work. But the thing is that Union's going in independently, and it's so close to winning for the Union. They can never fully break the CSA, and then CSA gets reformed up, and this repeats. I mean, Union, they got 3.5 minutes. Not a lot of time.
They're charging behind.
Yeah, you can tell. I don't think there's a ton of communication going on between any of the Union units.
That's for sure.
It just kind of looks like everybody's just doing their own thing.
I mean, they basically been attacking the whole day.
I say that, and then I go to Union spawn, and they just said we're all gonna go in together. So, I guess they made me eat my words.
It always happens. You'll say something, and the opposite.
Charge pilot!
So, yeah, they're just going straight for it. Now, I don't like that. Who's that? A and B and 88. They're getting some close range shots with the CSA. I like that HL and First Kentucky are going in. You can't sit and wait. You need to go because CSA spread out. The longer the Union kind of sits and does something, CSA is going to be able to see it and react.
Yeah, and you gotta realize that these guys have bucketball. You don't want to sit and shoot at them like in these close quarters. It's not gonna turn out well.
So Union going straight in. CSA from the west side are getting a flank. Texas Guards and 6 New York going in. However, behind them, 2nd U.S. Cav and 13th Georgia are circling around them. And on the west side, you got 11 Mississippi doing a similar thing to Texas Guards and 6 New York with that flank. A lot of flags down right now. 2nd U.S. Cav and 13th Georgia are now going into Union on the west side. They are not going to win. They're a little outnumbered.
Northeast.
It's a melee.
Around, dude.
Which, I mean, the chaos is keeping people, the Union alive. CSA, Texas Guard, and London, Mississippi, all of them charge out to one flag, and it's letting Union slip behind. 6 Alabama's going right on top of the point. CSA's going to turn around and charge them in a second.
Next, buddy! Keeping my club. Yeah! You're gonna get beat now. Yeah!
It's just too disjointed. It's never as like a big group.
You're dead. You're dead.
I mean, they tried right there, but even then, it was just like.
It's hard.
Like you said, you had some people stop, and then some went in, and then it kind of just fell apart, and they got picked apart on the sides.
The wild thing too, at least watching this, like Union is so close to throwing the CSA off, and they can never fully do it. But 45 seconds, Union's trickling in at this point. You got a CSA group moving out from Maine, but most are on point, if not respawning on the flags there. We'll see if Union can take this, but I highly doubt. I mean, even if they don't, CSA still is in a great spot to win this game. 30 seconds, whoever has more bodies on point for the first timer hits 0. CSA will win, but Union can force it overtime and start capping it back at that point.
Hold it.
They're taking it back.
Right side, right side.
There's more coming, more coming. Oh my God!
Kill them all!
9 seconds.
Stand together!
Uh-oh.
If it hits 0, Union needs to hold it until it fully is retaken by them. If not, CSA wins, but that's not even going to happen. Cloud, your thoughts?
Yeah. Yeah, just another mess. This is just one of those maps that's bad for Union. I mean, they tried in the beginning, but it just became a big old shit show. So, good on CSA.
Yeah, I mean, this is Miller's Cornfield. Union was very, I mean, they were kind of spread out and that let CSA take the point. But even if you're clumped up near the point, that could still happen. You have a better shot, though, if you're all clumped up near the point. But yeah, CSA just kind of won everything. They weren't able to fully get wiped, and that was the issue for Union during the counterattack. I mean, maybe if Union gets a wipe or two, maybe this is a little different. I doubt, but you never know. Anyways, with that all being said, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to support the channel more. Hit the join button beneath the video where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord, merch, X, Instagram, TikTok, and more. Those links are in the description as well. We will see you all in the next one. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful rest of your night.